What's up, y'all? It's the kid FortWorthFabian, BigBossFabo. I'm back with a reaction video for the channel, man. I'm actually doing a reaction to Mr. Nightmare. Been a minute since I've done a Mr. Nightmare reaction, but we're actually in for an interesting one titled YouTubers Who Did Horrible Things. So I guess it's a little compilation of weirdo YouTubers. Stupid ass boys. These are YouTubers who went down a horrible path and did horrible things that I cannot say in the title or description, apparently without YouTube demonetizing this video. Bad stuff, bad stuff. I already see one of these dudes I recognize in the thumbnail. Homie was a weirdo. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, FortWorthFabian. It's the road to a million, man. Peace, love, prosperity. Everybody rocking with the channel, man. God bless. If you're new to the channel, check out the playlist page where you get familiarized with all the different forms of content and reactions I've done thus far. Open to recommendations, man. So if you have recommendations for specific reactions or requests, comment them down below. I always engage with the content. That helps me through the YouTube algorithm. Then pushing my videos out. Donations are open on the channel. Check out everything I got going on in the description, man. PayPal link is provided in the description down below. So without further ado, I actually have a Mr. Nightmare playlist. So I actually link to that one. I'll link to that one. Pin it in the comment section as well. So check out my other reactions to Mr. Nightmare, man. Go get your popcorn ready. Get ready to binge watch that dang. You hear me? So let's get right into the reaction. YouTubers who did horrible things.
There are all kinds of people on YouTube. It's a place where anyone can vent to an audience or express themselves. That's why these stories of YouTubers turned killers are especially disturbing, as their video histories in a sense document their descents into madness.
That boy is weird. Technical weird. Elliot Rogers.
Elliot Rogers was an English vlogger known for creating videos in his car, often telling of his depression for not being able to attract girls and how life was unfair.
Dude.
In most of his videos, Elliot displayed narcissistic tendencies.
He lost me at not being able to attract girls and how life was unfair. Come on, bro.
And how life was unfair. In most of his videos, Elliot displayed narcissistic tendencies by expressing his confusion and why girls don't pay him any mind despite his self-described good looks, good personality, nice car, and sense of fashion.
I've been attending college in
You a
Santa
goofball.
Barbara for about 2.5 years now. And in those 2.5 years, I've experienced nothing but loneliness and misery. And my problem is girls. There are so many beautiful girls here, but none of them give me a chance, and I don't know why. I don't know why you girls are so repulsed by me. It doesn't make sense. I do everything I can to appear.
You know what's crazy? Buddy is dead serious too. 1000%. He's speaking from the heart right now.
Attractive to you. I dress nice. I'm sophisticated. I'm magnificent. I have a nice car, a BMW.
Got a boy.
It's nicer than 90% of the people in my college.
Got a boy.
You know, I'm polite. I'm the ultimate gentleman. And yet, you girls, you never give me a chance. I don't know why.
On May 23, 2014, Elliot uploaded a video to his YouTube channel, once again complaining about how females would throw themselves at obnoxious men over himself, and that they would be punished for not showing him interest.
For the last 8 years of my life, ever since I've hit puberty.
Where you at, y'all? We got the palm trees. Is he in? He in Florida. Bruh, why he gotta be from Florida, bro? You know how they say the craziest people in the world come from Florida or Brooklyn or something like that? But Florida, he gotta be from Florida. He just gotta fit the stereotype.
I've been forced to endure an existence of loneliness, rejection, and unfulfilled desires, all because girls have never been attracted to me. I don't know why you girls aren't attracted to me, but I will punish you all for it. It's an injustice, a crime, because I don't know what you don't see in me.
That boy got ego.
Perfect guy. And yet you throw your... I don't know what you don't see in me. I'm the perfect guy. And yet you throw yourselves at all these obnoxious men, instead of me, the supreme gentleman. I will punish all of you for it.
That same day, Elliot made headlines for killing 6 people and injuring 14 near the University of California, Santa Barbara in the infamous 2014 Isla Vista massacre before taking his own life after a police pursuit. On that day, he stabbed 3 men in his apartment, and about 3 hours later, he drove to a sorority house, and after failing to get inside, shot 3 women outside, and later shot a male student in a nearby deli. Elliot would later speed through Isla Vista and get into a gunfire exchange with police, suffering a non-fatal wound to the gut. During the police pursuit, Elliot would fire at the police from his vehicle and hit people with his car. After crashing into a parked vehicle, Elliot took his own life with the same gun he'd been using. Perhaps what makes this scarier than any other murder spree is that the fact that Elliot's final video shows him outlining the details about his upcoming attacks in an attempt to punish women for rejecting him and to punish sexually active men for living a more enjoyable life than his.
Bro went straight to the sorority house. He wasn't playing no games.
On the day of retribution, I am going to enter the hottest sorority house of UCSB.
Oh.
And I will slaughter every single spoiled, stuck-up, blonde slut I see inside there. I'll take great pleasure in slaughtering all of you. You will finally see that I am, in truth, the superior one, the true alpha male.
After the video was
Full
made
loss.
public, Roger emailed a lengthy autobiographical manuscript to approximately a dozen acquaintances and family members. The document, which he titled My Twisted World, was made available on the internet. In it, he described his childhood, family conflicts, frustration over not being able to find a girlfriend, his hatred of women, his contempt for minorities, and his plan for what he described as retribution. Elliot goes down to be perhaps the most well-known example of a YouTuber turned killer.
That
Ahoy,
boy
it's
snapped.
time for rum
He
Pop
lost it.
At Specs.
He
The
went
fun
cuckoo for
starts
Cocoa
here.
Puffs, dude. Trey Sessler.
Trey Sessler, better known as LensCap Productions or Mr. Anime, was an anime and film enthusiast who once reviewed anime on YouTube.
Well, today I'm reviewing Maple Story. Let's get right to the Maple Story. There's a legendary tree that lives on Maple Island. Well, it used to live there. It was destroyed a long, long time ago.
Back in 2006, Trey was known for basically kickstarting the YouTube anime community with his reviews. He helped inspire some of the biggest names in the anime community, and was generally considered to be a very well-known personality on the internet. But somewhere along the way, Trey's videos transitioned from being about normal things like anime, video games, and even talking about guns, to videos about serial killers, killing animals, and using real guns. In February 2012, he announced that he was taking a break for 2 to 3 weeks to reward himself for his work.
This is just an update video to let you guys know that I'm going to reward myself with probably a 2 or 3 week break coming up here from YouTube videos, anime reviews in particular. I might do some blog stuff. I want to thank you guys a lot for sticking with me and watching the channel. I got more subscribers than ever. I have more views than ever, and everything is going really good.
On March 20th, 2012, Trey took the lives of his mother, father, and older brother.
Hell no. This sound like the speech right before you up to no good. He was making it seem like he low-key saying a farewell. So low-key, I think this was kind of like subliminal. I mean,
More views than ever, and everything is going really good.
On March 20th, 2012, Trey took the lives of his mother, father, and older brother Mark. After committing the act, he wrote on the walls, "Why did I do this? I love my mom, dad, and brother." Trey's fascination with guns was seen early on, but nobody could have ever suspected he would commit the heinous acts he did. Friends even described him as a highly intelligent and kind-hearted guy. Interrogations found that he had actually done what he did to his family to spare them from knowing that he planned to target Waller Junior High School, with his goal being to have at least 70 victims.
I would protect them with my life, but at the same time, if anyone was going to hurt them, it was going to be me. Or they were the first immediate human targets in my sight. And if I was going to go out and do anything, they would have to go. And I'm like, there's my opportunity. Go ahead, go get him.
A close friend of Trey's, Tyler Adams, claimed that Trey's mind had gone astray over the years, and the only true sign of his decline was that his videos and movies would get more and more violent as time passed. Once he was arrested, Trey was sentenced to life in prison. In late 2020, his channel was terminated.
That's the thing about these YouTubers. Their channel get terminated. Like, you ain't gonna find them on the net no more. YouTube gonna bring them down. Buddy was dumb. He said they was the only human targets within my sight. Did you think he was a Terminator or something, bro? Goofball. I don't get it. I just don't understand a lot of these kids, what they're exposed to where they can just so easily kill their parents and their family. Like, I don't know. Something must have snapped. You know, screw gotta be loose.
Samantha Walford is a former YouTuber who aspired to become an actress. Samantha was a mother of 5, married to her husband Ernie, whose relationship she documented in her YouTube videos. She would constantly complain about her husband working all the time, even though they had 5 children to support. She would also complain about his love for playing video games. In fact, the reason for their marriage was because in 2014, the couple got into a fight over Ernie's gaming character marrying a female character online, and so Samantha threatened to leave Ernie, but to end the battle, he asked her to marry him. Samantha would complain that there was no thrill in her life, and that she wanted to be a famous actress. On the night of February 20th, 2015, Samantha would give her 5 children high dosages of Ambien so that they could sleep through what was going to happen that night. Samantha had hired 3 men to kidnap and murder her husband. The 3 men would enter the home, and before abducting him, they would beat and whip Ernie in front of his wife. Ernie pleaded and begged them not to hurt his family during this process. No one listened. They then dragged him out to the middle of the woods where they killed him. Once an investigation went into place, Samantha was interrogated. However, police didn't buy her story. During the interrogation process, Samantha tried to point the authorities in the direction of Jonathan Sanford, one of the 3 kidnappers, claiming that she met him at the hospital while visiting a friend, and that he took offense upon hearing about her husband's abusive behavior. Sanford was arrested along with his brother Jose Antonio Ponce, and the 2 were charged with aggravated kidnapping. However, the 2 men were able to provide proof that Samantha was the mastermind behind the plan.
How you gonna implicate them? And of course they're gonna roll over on you. Of course they're gonna snitch on you. You sound dumb. Oh, he did it, but I hired him low key. Like he ain't gonna spill the beans.
Along with a 3rd kidnapper, Octavius Rhymes.
Goofball.
This August at Choctaw Casino and Resort Durant, we're celebrating 30.
Talking about her relationship with me and Jay and my sister-in-law and all that, and me trying to talk to her and help her out and all that because she seems like a good person to me. And she was explaining to me how he treats the kids and all that. If I ever see it, or if I happen to be around, or if I ever see her with bruises or the kids with bruises, that. So yeah, I said I'd whoop his ass. I did say I'd hospitalize him. I'm gonna put you down and make sure you can't come back up and whoop my ass as I'm walking away.
Jonathan brings the sheriff to Ernie's body, a remote location in the woods. Ernie was in his boxers, having been beaten to the point that he was no longer coherent, right before Ponce shot him in the back of the head. The 3 men had initially planned to plant drugs in Ernie's vehicle and call the cops on him. However, things changed when Samantha requested that they just kill him. Samantha denied knowing the 3 men that did this, but her phone records would eventually prove otherwise. Having been in contact with all 3 of them before the murder, Samantha was sentenced to 99 years in prison. Many believed that she did this for fame, while others thought that Samantha did this because Ernie threatened to leave her and take the children with him. Being a mother who put her children through neglect for a YouTube channel was clearly not something Ernie was willing to settle for.
That's crazy, bro. That's wild.
Randy Robert Stair, who called himself Andrew Blaze, was a YouTuber who worked at Weiss Markets. He had kept detailed...
Yeah, this is a dude I'm very familiar with. Ended up watching his story. He had a whole... Explore With Us channel had a whole excerpt on him. You know, like an hour plus. Maybe 2 hours or so. I don't even know how long it was, but... This story, bro.
Videos, recordings, and journals leading up to what he'd eventually do on his YouTube channel called Pioneers Productions, but also to other social media profiles and online forums. In these uploads, he expressed his willingness to end his own life while addressing the personal tragedies he's experienced, which led him to a depression. He would also begin to question his gender identity.
The more I wore girl clothes, the more I felt like that was who I was. Like I felt like I was a girl, and I found out that I was. I was never meant to be a guy. I was just a female soul trapped in a man's body my whole life.
And as he continued his downward spiral, he would begin to provide detailed explanations of his plans for carrying out a shooting, and explained his belief that these murders would allow him to cross over to an animated world he'd imagined. Randy also had a concerning obsession with the Columbine High School massacre, and seemed to look up to the perpetrators Dylan and Eric as his heroes. Randy's YouTube channel featured short sketches and collaborations he had done with other content creators, but in 2014, due to a number of alleged unfortunate events that had happened in his life, Randy explained to his audience that he'd be taking his content in a different direction. This led to the creation of Ember's Ghost Squad, a series based on a fictional character from the Nickelodeon show Danny Phantom, due to his obsession with the character Ember McLean. On the night before the shooting, Randy uploaded a final video titled Westboro High Massacre. In it, he describes his hatred towards the people involved with the series because of how he believes they screwed him over. It then featured an animated sequence depicting him and one of the characters from Ember's Ghost Squad firing into a fictional high school, before ending with montages of previous videos explaining the motives behind the shooting.
But, my life's not been the greatest. We've all got problems. It's not just me. Everybody does. And then sometimes those things just make you make bad choices,
The next day, Randy arrived for his late night shift at Weis Markets during closing time at around 11 p.m. Randy went to the back of the store to the crew area and blocked an emergency exit at the far back of the store. He then continued with his duties, stocking shelves and cleaning up from the previous day. Randy then went back to the crew area in the back of the store, blocked the remaining exits, then locked the automatic doors at the main entrance to the store. He then pulled out 2 shotguns that he had concealed in a duffel bag and walked around the store and took the lives of 3 co-workers. One co-worker who managed to survive and escape called the police, but by the time police had arrived, Randy had already taken his own life.
Buddy was slowly losing it. Alright, that right there is YouTubers who did horrible things, man. Let me know y'all's thoughts on that one in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, FortWorthFabian. It's the road to 1 million subscribers, man. Be sure to check out the Mr. Nightmare playlist. Link provided in the description down below, man. Peace, love, prosperity, everybody rocking with the channel. Catch you guys in the next video, man. We out of here.